Howdy do, folks. This is Gene from Tiki-Gene's Lawn Service. This is day number 4 of me trying to save my business. I've had strange but cool kind of days leading up to today. There's a property management company that I do 4 yards for one investor that he used to be with the big client, and he left them after they ran up a gigantic water bill when the house was vacant. So this is the new property management that it's been about 2 years now, and they suck when it comes to preparing payment from the invoices and then sending it out. In fact, sometimes I used to not get paid till the 20th. So I'm here, mission accomplished. Here's something weird. My instincts were to go to the next property from when I come back over on this one road called Hancock Bridge Parkway, which is on my way to my first house I'm supposed to do today. But I accidentally turned left because I'm so used to going left to mow this yard. And this one, that one. And I don't mow that no more because that was part of the one for my big client. Now, it's about a month. And they've been mowing it. Whoever's been mowing it, the hedges need trimmed a little bit. Huh. Okay, folks. All right, so as you can see, the grass nice and green, but I got a problem with weeds right now. So I'm going to spray this property, and then I might mow it. It's looking good, but I'll find out when I spray it if it really needs it. I was just here, I think, last Thursday. So properties like this one that are bi-weekly, if you look at the grass, you know, it's decently green, it looks nice, but I still, for this guy at least, I try to show up and spray for weeds and stuff, or do something every week. Now, I haven't sprayed for weeds in the whole month of November so far, because that's when I lost all my accounts, and you're usually supposed to then do more on the properties to save the properties. But the checks were coming in slow, and I didn't have a stash of extra weed spray, and they're almost at a point now where they're long enough to where you'd have to pull them. So I had to break down, get some more weed spray. I usually like to use the Roundup granules. That stuff is awesome. But right now I'm using the El Cheapo Home Depot Spectracide brand or something, just to get me through with these properties here. And when I come back next week to mow, whatever didn't die, I'll probably have to pull, and then whatever's dead, I just kind of go really slow with the weed whacker, real slow, not to kick up any rocks, and you know, clean it up a little bit. And I'll touch up his hedges, even though it's not really needed, and that'll keep that customer happy. You know, he doesn't even come outside ever. He's an elderly guy, but that doesn't mean you can let their yards go and turn into a dump, because they'll never notice. That's not, it's still curb appeal, there's still a value to the home, there's a lot of stuff to think about. So that one is now done. I may not be mowing it all today. Let's see, the rest of these properties for today, actually no, there is one for sure I'm gonna mow. But the rest of these properties, it's been a drought, it's cold out, it's only 65 degrees out. You're probably watching thinking only 65, but it is only 65. So let's get to the next property. So on this property here, again, it's really, really short. There's a couple of these little guys growing up, but other than that, it doesn't require a mow. So I'm going to spray for weeds again, and you probably don't have to see how weeds get sprayed, but I'll show you anyways. In the wintertime, you know, you can kind of skip a little bit, and because you're really trying to make back some of that money that you lost during the summer when you were mowing every week. And unfortunately, when you're also trying to save funds, where your only joy in life is a few beers and some Diet Cokes, then you're gonna have to skip a little. But at least I sprayed for weeds. I'm gonna do that on all the properties today. So, all right. This isn't really too happy and exciting, but who knows, we might still have something pop up. So I left the last property, and I was thinking, you know what, those front tires are a little bit bald, and I didn't rotate them. I was all set up to get new tires when the November checks came in, which of course, well, that's not going to happen because there is no November checks anymore. So there's just that half that pays just for the mower, the truck, the gas I'm using and whatnot. And so, you know, if a yard looks okay, you know, it can go a little bit until it actually grows. Spray for weeds, no big deal. And I was like, but those tires, so let's take a peek at them. Look at this steel belt. Look at that. Unsafe to drive. Thank God this is not August. I could put these on the front. I think it's best disconnect the trailer and go in the morning and get some tires. That's exactly what you need when you're on the tightest budget possible. Guess what? That check I just got? Well, I know where it's going. So I'm gonna do some more stuff around the house today. It's gonna be really interesting. The day's still young. There's a lot of stuff to happen, because that's what happens in life when you are moving forward and you have a smile on your face, because it's all about being positive. If you lose that, you lose everything. But the steel belts are starting to show. You can't be driving around forfeiting. You have a trailer on the back, you're forfeiting your truck, you're forfeiting the rims, and you're looking like an idiot on the side of the road with the flat. So I don't want that. So tomorrow I'm getting tires with that little bit of income that I really could have used. Then again, I'm buying my Diet Cokes every morning, but if that's all I get is my Diet Cokes and some beers, well, that's not too much to ask. You know, when you're a sole proprietor, you really don't get paid until all the other expenses are paid. That means you got to take care of your mower, not like a lot of the workers that beat the stuff up. You got to take care of it, like your properties, you want them to look good, but also because one day it's going to be paid off. Or if you have 15 mowers, they're going to be paid off, and then you're not making that payment and you're making profit where you're not spending $285 a month. When you pay for your truck, you know, by the time it's paid off, you got 100 or 150,000 miles on it, you might be getting another one. But if you take care of it, you can get 200,000 or 300,000 miles in that truck. You don't have that $300 to $600 payment each month. You know, the only thing that I fear is the weed whackers, but those are $200, $250, $300. And my blower I've had for 5 years, it's starting to show signs of wear and tear, but it's paid for itself over and over again. So let's take a look at this tire and let's get on to more things, because this is still a young day. You're fat. Yeah, you're fat. You're overweight. Let's go, chunky. Oh, there goes another car. That should be me, but I'm doing this. Something I haven't had a chance to do since she's been a puppy. She went last year. Let's go. And then I got busy. So maybe it's good that I have half these accounts. Sure, I need money, but she needs exercise. She needs a good daddy, huh, puppy? You know, each day, the first day, second day, third day, fourth day, really about a month after, plus these couple days, I've been thinking about it. Today was about reminding yourself when it was in summertime, you were so busy you had no time for nothing. You needed a break. You needed to stop and smell the roses, relax. Well, there ain't no new business until you learn how to relax. Then, when you're ready, you will get that business. And then, you'll learn to hold on to relaxing too, when that time comes. Because if you don't, you'll be sitting here again until you learn your lesson. I think that's what I gained from today. See you on day 5.